my link for my text club people so I could let them know what we're going to be doing today. I've got a show and tell, and I also have a little quick tutorial on how to use hemp oil on vintage bowls. And those are one of the things I picked up. There I am. All right, copy link, and I'll send this out. We can begin. Oh no. So I'm trying to send out a message to my text club people, and because I used hemp in the description here, it wouldn't let me send it out, so I had to delete that. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. So I actually ran out to Goodwill the other day. I'm one town away. It's like a, I don't know, 15-minute drive, because I needed some glass, and I actually needed glass cut. In the Surface Anthology membership, we painted a frame in a finish that is very similar to my antique finish workshop finish. And I wanted to put a piece of glass in it that we're going to be making into a mirror, making into a vintage mirror. And there's no glass places near me. And I'm like, well, where am I going to get some 8x10 glass cut? And I thought about going to Goodwill. They always have like a wall of frames, you know, just these frames, and they're all filled with glass. So that's what I did. I bought like 6 of them, so this way I could kind of do it in stages. First one I'll use to work out what I want to do. But while I was there, of course, I had to go around and shop. So I wanted to show you guys also what I paid for something and what it's valued at, and how I determine that. I used to get that a lot in my shop. People would ask me, well, how much is this worth? And I have a favorite way of kind of guesstimating. Of course, it varies where you are in the country. What sells for something in the boondocks of Connecticut is going to sell for a very different price, you know, in the West Village of Manhattan. So the first thing I found were these 3 vintage maple bowls. And what it says is GC and then made in Vermont, right? So I just got 3 of them. I would love it if it was an even number, like 4 or 6, but I just couldn't resist. They're maple, they're all hand turned, made in one of my favorite states, Vermont. They're dry, they need to be oiled, and that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do today. I'm either going to keep these and especially use them outside when we have, like, you know, we have a picnic table outside that my husband made, and I prefer, especially now with our grandson, to use stuff that's not breakable. And these are great for putting in, you know, salad, you know, I don't know, olives, whatever. But they're great, and they're just really nice bowls. So I'm going to show you how to oil these in a second. But I want to tell you, I paid either 99 cents or $1.99 for each of these. They haven't been used. And I looked them up, and they are, the description I keep finding was vintage GC Granville Company bowls. So that's the company that made these. And the price I got for 3 bowls was $39.99. So I think I did pretty well. The way I find the price or the value of something is I go to eBay and I actually put in, you know, I put in wooden bowls, Vermont, GC, you know, whatever I could get, and the size. And I look at the sold listings. So I go down the left and I click on sold listings. Don't go over and look at what people are asking, because I can ask $100 for these. It doesn't mean they're worth $100. I like to see what are people actually paying for these bowls. And that's what I found. So I think that was a good deal. And I am going to keep my eyes out for a large one and maybe more of these sizes for sure. And in a minute, I'll show you how we're going to hemp oil. I actually found this a while ago, but I wanted to show you guys. It is this really cute, kind of quirky little towel rack, right here. The paint finish, they actually have layers, and there's gesso. The white you see was carved away, and there's gesso under this red paint. This is some kind of pressed board. I paid $3.99 for it, as you can see. But I would say this is from the 30s, maybe. It doesn't look like it was used. It was just kind of there. There's not a lot of wear on it. What intrigued me was this, let me move away from my brush here, was this panel in the middle. Because there's endless possibilities of what I could put in here. Some iron orchid molds, you know, I don't know. I could get a mirror, put something in there, but I am going to paint it. And I did have to think about that because it's basically not being used. So I want to make it so I could use it. This, I don't know if there was something glued there, but it's kind of weird. So anyway, so this was something that I just think is a sweet little rack. It's very, very sturdy, and I'll use it somewhere. Then I found, and don't laugh, this Italian shelf, right? This little shelf, and it's actually plastic. So this was, and it says made in Italy. Always, you know, make sure you look for where it was made, and it's got it stamped. So what they did is they would carve these and then cast them in plastic. It's kind of like the Sirocco ware that I love, that I'm always collecting. And it looks okay on camera. This was originally gold, of course. It was gold. And being an Italian, I'm half Italian, I love my gold for sure. I don't know that I would have liked this because it looks like it was sprayed. It doesn't look like it was actually gold leaf, but who knows. But somebody painted it really poorly with this shiny paint. And I really love the shape. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but these look great. Like I could paint this. I'm going to use mud paint on this. Not sure what color, but I think I'm just going to do one bright color and, you know, flat, not do any distressing, and we'll see how that looks. If I hate it, then I can do like some kind of distressed old finish. But it might look really graphic just to have one strong color. Danielle, hi there, welcome. I know, you can't tell that it's plastic. Danielle's saying you cannot tell that this is plastic, and you're right, and that's why I picked it up. Plus it was like $1 or something. And it's made in Italy, right? So I know that it's gonna be decent quality. It's not gonna fall apart. If you find these in the wood carved, you grab them. I don't care what condition they're in, you just grab them because those are beautiful, and you could always mess around with the finish, gold leaf them, and have fun. But I completely agree with Danielle. It does not look like plastic, and it's got really nice detail. I like the shape, and you know, we'll do something fun with it. The last thing I'm going to show you before, oh, and I wanted to tell you what this was worth, what I found out about it. So it is vintage, made in Italy. These sell, that the ones that are not painted over the gold, they sell for about $40. So there you go. That's a good value, right? So I had to have this. Now this tray, it is a composite. This is also made in Italy. I think somebody, so where I live in Connecticut, Middletown, is a very, there's a lot of Italian people there, and they're all my cousins because my mother's family came from Sicily, They settled in Middletown, and I swear everybody's related. My dad was what we call a swamp Yankee, very kind of English, Western Europe, I guess. And he was across the bridge, and they met somehow, and the rest is history. Isn't this tray beautiful? So Danielle's saying it's beautiful. I totally agree with you. And this is also Italian. It's got a lot of wear. Somebody really loved to use this. It's got crazing and crackling, and I love it. And I have trays that I use and I'll put away and bring out. And a tray like this is also great for a picnic because I could put stuff on it, put it out on the picnic table, and not have to worry about it breaking, right? Jean, hi there. Isn't it beautiful? And honestly, you guys, I think this was $3 something. I did wash it, and you have to be very, very quick when you wash this. You don't want to soak it. I ended up using a mild dish soap, hot water, washing it, drying it immediately, and then I put it up on a rack. You don't want to sit it down because the moisture will get trapped right here in the back. But it's stunning, right? Honestly, Jean, I just love it. And I'll use it in my house. I don't know that I'm going to put wet things on it, you know, stuff that, you know, dressings and stuff in bowls, because I don't want to further damage it. So I'll put napkins, silverware, that kind of thing, salt and pepper. And it's just so adorable. It's so pretty. It's so springy with these colors. So I love, love, love it. And the tray in this condition, they don't go for a lot. I think I spent $3 on it. They go from $10 to $25. If you get one of these in really good condition, and I noticed that the ones that have the gold and silver leaf, that kind of thing, they're worth much more. But I love this. I think it's sweet, and you know, it just makes me really happy. So we'll definitely be using that. Now, let's move on to these 1970s salad bowls. How's that for eclectic, right? We've got this Italian stuff, fancy Italian stuff, and then these beautiful, simplistic bowls. But I love these, and they're super useful. All I'm going to do is I did wash these really, really well. I let these dry for a long time. We don't want to trap moisture under the oil. Though it will dry, it's best to just start with something that's super clean and dry. And I'm using a new chip brush. I'm not going to use one of my ones that I've washed because I want to keep this really clean, really, you know, sterile. And what I did is I put some Miss Mustard seed hemp oil in a little bowl here. And all you do, and I have a cheesecloth to wipe away the excess, and I also have some paper towels. Let me move. I was quilting here the other day, so I have all these little pieces of fabric. I live on the edge, honestly, because I would freak out if any oil or anything got on my quilts. So all you do is brush on the oil. So I'm just going to dip. And I'm using a natural bristle brush. I just think they're good for this. And you just brush this on. And it's so satisfying because you could see that these are maple, and the maple is just absorbing that oil. And these actually do get seasoned. You know, you could put salad dressing in these, olives that are in, you know, olive oil, that kind of thing. And boy, I don't even know if I'm going to have oil to wipe off here. This bowl is so thirsty. And the good thing about the hemp oil, because a lot of people will use mineral oil, the hemp oil is food grade. It's natural, it's food grade. I know it looks really green in that bowl, but I've used that color. Hey, Joni! Joni, what's going on? Joni is down in Alabama and had some serious storms, which I think we're going to get up in Connecticut tonight. Joni, I was showing off my Goodwill haul. But this is it, you guys. You just brush this on. Again, this is food grade. And I prefer that to using mineral oil. I use hemp oil on my cutting board. I actually have a John Boo's table that I use it on, and I love it. And let me tell you how I got my John Boo's table. And look it up. I can't remember the kitchen place. Maybe Williams-Sonoma. But I walked into a Williams-Sonoma, and I had just moved back to Connecticut, and I needed a table. And I saw that they had their big John Boo's tables with the steel on the bottom, the butcher block. You know, they're the best. They were selling the floor samples, and I think one was $1,200. And I said, isn't it a great find, Joni? You got to go back and look at the other stuff I found. You're going to laugh. But I said, I'll give you $400 for that John Boo's table, and I'll take it today. And they took it. They just wanted it out. So I have this big John Boo's table, and this is what I use on the wood. Now, the inside and the edge are absorbing this a little bit less. But what I will do is you let this sit for a little while, right? There's the maple. And I'm going to push it along for this one. But you should really kind of let it sit for, I don't know, 10 minutes. But then you come along and you wipe away the excess oil. You don't want to leave that there. And I'm using cheesecloth, and I'm just wiping it away. And this is also how I use hemp oil on my milk paint finishes, and I've used it on chalk paint. And you just wipe it away. And again, I would just let these sit before I use them to really oil. And I might even do these twice. But look at how beautiful, right? Here's the before, and here's the after. So that's it, you guys. Grab some hemp oil. You can use it on your cutting boards, the bowls you find. Go out. It is tag sale season, right? Joni, have you seen any tag sales down there in Alabama? I know that they're going to be starting here in Connecticut soon. And you can pick stuff up like this for not a lot. So you guys, thanks for joining me. Joni, what brand is this? The hemp oil? The hemp oil is Miss Mustard Seed. So I use Miss Mustard Seed hemp oil. I sell it, and I sell all the milk paints. And I have the new milk paint formula that has actually been selling really well. I'm already out of colors, and I've ordered twice. The bowls are by, I think it's Granville. Yeah, the Granville Company out of Vermont. Yeah. Danielle, thank you for joining me. Joni, Danielle, and Jean. I am so glad you joined me today, you guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to finish my bowls, and then I'm going to plan on what to do. If you have any ideas for this shelf, let me know. And the other things I showed you today. And then we will be redoing those in my next few lives. All right, you guys? It says new comments. Danielle, you use the hemp oil on cutting boards. Absolutely. Then you never have to worry about anything because it's food grade, it's all natural, and the wood loves it. You use milk paint on your, yes. The antique finish workshop, we used, the paint was all milk paint. Of course, there were other products in there, but yep, it's all milk paint, which I love. I think it gives you the most beautiful antique finish, and it's all natural, just like the hemp oil. Again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go work on my hemp oil bowls, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy painting, everyone.